It's that time of the week again. You are listening to Adam. This is EasyRiderTenerife.com. This is Ride Time Radio.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. It would ever come my way. Yeah, baby, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a rough embrace. Fire all the guns in motion. Explode into space. Like a motor like that. Heavy metal thunder. Rolling with the wind. And I love the groove I'm under. Yeah, baby, it's gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all the guns in motion. Explode into space. Not the truth, nature's time. We were born to do wild. And we ride so high. We never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes my way. Yeah, baby, it's gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all the guns in motion. Explode into space. Like the truth, nature's time. We were born to be wild. And we ride so high. You never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
So that was Born to be Wild, of course. Stephen Wolf, that was covered there by the Vargas Blues Band. Now, Vargas Blues Band, saw them about, got to be at least 7-8 years ago. They were actually playing in La Laguna in Tenerife. They were covering the Rolling Stones on Thursday at their concert in Madrid. So well done, guys. You've done very well. They are a great band. He's a great guitarist. If you want to know more about them, then look them up at vargasblues.com. So we've had a great week. We did the DGR and we had the disgraceful gentleman's party back at the Rock and Hot Spot in the south of Tenerife. Now, I do want to dedicate this next track out to Brian and the gang. Rock and Hops, you did us proud. We had Sound Chaser down there playing. Big thank you to Marcos. You did a very, very good gig for us. We had bikes, burgers, bands, lots of naughty things going on. It was a ball.
Coming back. Gotta raise some hell before they take you down. Gotta live this life. Gotta look this world in the eye. Gotta
gotta live this life till you die.
That, of course, the theme tune from the Sons of Anarchy. Now, what we got up next? Oh, okay. Alex and Unelli. We talked about them last week, boys over in Ukraine. Things have got a bit fierce over there by the looks of things in some of the areas that they are in. This is going out to you guys, all the fighters in Ukraine. Good luck, lads. I know it's extremely tough out there at the moment.
A credit card that's got no limit and a big black chain with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet.
Been done.
I want a new tour bus full of old guitars. Mount Star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me.
So how you gonna do it?
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis without the tassels. Hire 8 bodyguards that love to beat up assholes. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free.
I have the quesadilla.
I'm gonna dress my ass with the latest fashion. Get a front door key to the Playboy mansion. Gonna date a Santa phone that loves to blow my money for me.
So how you gonna do it?
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I'm gonna sing those songs that offend the senses. Gonna pop my pills from a Pez dispenser. Get washed up singers writing all my songs. Lip sync them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Of course, that's Nickelback and Rockstar, going out to Alex and Unelli, his brother. Right, guys, now, we've had a great week. You're, of course, listening to the Ride Time radio show. I'm Adam, head honcho here. We are EasyRiderTenerife.com, and this is our very own rock and blues show that we do once a week, supporting the business, supporting the riders, and supporting the bike scene. If you have an event going on, or you've got a ride out here in Tenerife, or you've got anything going on that you want to shout out about, then you can find us on Facebook at Easy Rider Tenerife. You can find us on Instagram, Easy Rider Tenerife Classic Bikes, and you can also find us by simply just typing easyridertenerife.com into Google, and you will find us on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Whatever it is I did, gonna do it all I can. Stream run in the ocean, ocean run down to the sea. If the river was whiskey, you'd have no trouble drowning me. Good girl on my arm. Nothing's gonna stop me short of an atomic bomb. Streams run to the ocean, ocean run down to the sea. If the river was whiskey, you'd have no trouble drowning me. I feel so fine, mama, please don't make me blue. If you ever leave me, I'm gonna come with you. Stream run in the ocean, ocean run down to the sea. And if the river was whiskey, you'd have no trouble drowning me. And if the river was whiskey, you'd have no trouble drowning me.
So that's the Spin Doctors and If the River Was Whiskey. Now, the show's been doing very well. We've had over 1,000 downloads last week from all over the world.
Wow.
One of these downloads was from a long-lost friend and brother of mine, who is Paul Clarkson, better known as Clarky. Haven't seen each other for many, many years. Started our lifelong journey on bikes and brotherhood and choppers and whatever else we could get our hands on way back in the 80s, late 80s I think it was when we started. We used to listen to a lot of metal together. Actually went to school together as well. Great to talk to you on the phone the other day, mate. This one's for you. You know why. We spent a lot of years listening to Maiden, Running Free.
I'm running free, yeah.
So, Iron Maiden Running Free, that was off the Live After Death album. I think they released that back in the 90s, early 90s, I think that was, or late 80s. Paul would correct me on that. So, what have we been up to then? Well, last weekend we was down at the DGR Run, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. That was held up in Santa Cruz de Tenerife. That was over 400 bikes welcomed the event. Lots and lots of bikes there. Lots of people looking very good. I do like the event. It's very good. I like the cause supporting men's health. What I was disappointed with was that the twist that Tenerife had put onto the actual DGR of trying to make it into an event that supports women who are supporting men with a problem. It isn't what the event's about. The event is about prostate cancer, raising awareness of prostate cancer and encouraging men to go and get screened. That is what the event is about. If somebody wants to do an event for breast cancer, I've got no problem with that whatsoever. I will be the first one there, riding and supporting and donating. I think it's a little bit odd to be twisting things up, and there's a lot of other people who felt the same way. But listen, it was a great day. It was a great ride through Santa Cruz. They raised over 10,000 euros, I believe, here in Tenerife, one of the second highest rides in Spain, and I think the event itself raised millions again, which is for men's health, supporting prostate cancer and screening. So another great track me and my mate Clarky used to listen to. Lots and lots of Metallica. Went to see them back, I think it was the late 80s. We watched them in the NEC, and Battery was one of those tracks that we was jumping about to. Now, next up, we are listening to Motorhead, of course, king of heavy metal and speed metal. Here's a bit of Lemmy. This is Outlaw. This is off the Born to Lose album. Enjoy.
Swinger, evil dude, know you're fast, hope you're quick draw gun, law, make your hit, born to shoot, hope it's true, today you know, the slow one's you, outlaw, cut down in your prime, outlaw, see the blue sky one last time, outlaw, that's all. Live or die, win or lose, can't be sure. No excuse in the streets. A man lies dead, another dreamer, bloody red. Just in time, lightning speed, frozen moments, time to bleed. Know it's all about to change. Try, die, or live again. Born to die, we all know that. Today you know, the first is last. Outlaw, cut down in your tracks. Outlaw, so much more than men in black. Outlaw, that's all. Die or live, shoot to kill. The old routine, you know so well. Got law rules, that's what I said. Another dreamer woke up dead. Justice means the fastest gun. No appeal, done is done. No, it's quick, hanging tree. Courthouse, whorehouse, set you free. Born to live, don't know how long. Never know right from wrong. Outlaw, face down in the dirt. Outlaw, the one that kills you never hurts. Outlaw, laying in the street. Outlaw, last gunslinger you will meet. Outlaw, that's all. He loves to drive him crazy with his evil lips. Great guns are blazing. My deadly trip. Yeah, born in no family, born in no creed. Yeah, raised by a jackal and raised the bad seed. You better look around before you hit the ground. Give me no quarter, that's all fine. Like a devil on a deadline. Gonna send you down. Demon fire. It's all you desire. Demon fire. It's all set fire. Ooh, yeah. Sinking on pound, gonna hunt you down. temptations. Gonna send you down. Demon fire is all you desire. Demon fire, explosive fire. Demon fire, flames burn higher. Demon fire, it's now and hellfire.
So who's singing on that then? Of course, Brian Johnson. So what's going on then? We've not heard that before, have we? Well, that's off the new Power Up album, released in 2022 this year. So whilst we thought AC/DC were probably going to knock it on the head, you know, we've had the death of Malcolm Young, we've had a lot of issues with the drummer and other things that have gone on in the band. They are getting on a bit. It wouldn't be of no surprises if they called it a day at the moment. But no, they've released a new album called Power Up. I've just bought that album on iTunes. I'm going to be looking at how we can review that album a little bit more. We'll probably be playing a couple of tracks each week from it so we can get down and take a listen. But heads up, I think it's good. I think it's very good. That was Demon Fire that we've just listened to. Now, what we got going on? We need some shout-outs, all right? Let's have a look who we're shouting out this week. So, Jamie Helly. Big horn for Jamie, please. Okay, Jamie flew in just to take a bike from us for about 3 days on a spot visit. He tends to do this all over the world. He's a fantastic guy. He's been all over. He's just come back from Asia, I believe. Been renting and riding over there. Now, in his words, okay? In his words, the bike was fantastic. One of the best bikes I've hired and set up perfectly for the roads here. And the roads at the top of the volcano, with all the places that I've ridden across the world, he has put it at number one.
Wow.
Number one. Big horn for you. Thank you, Jamie. I look forward to seeing you again. Also, we took out BB. BB is from Holland. She's a female rider. She took out the Royal Enfield Bullet. She's only been riding for a short period of time, just about scraped through qualification for Easy Rider Tenerife. So I took her out on tour. We went up the mountain. I took her the gentle road, but she did very, very well. She was a pleasure to spend some time with. She's an actress back in Holland. I wish you all the best. I had a nice day with you. Thanks for using Easy Rider Tenerife. Now, BB asked me if I could play some Freddie Mercury for her, but I'm afraid...
Denied.
Not on this show.
Open your eyes and see the light. Oh yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne there. Now, I'm going to go into a bit of a smooth session, I think. I like these boys from Vintage Trouble. I like the way they dress. I like the way they present themselves. They're like a modern rock and blues band. The singer, for me, has got a fantastic voice. They've got a great vibe. We've listened to them before. This is Vintage Trouble from the Bombshell album. Take a listen.
Last train leaving the station, and I'm gonna take it. Before I'm broken more by the situation, I am gonna break it. Lord, no, I tried more than any man could, and I did more than I swore I ever would. Now I'm turning the good into gone, and I'm shuffling on my way. You better believe it. You better believe it. A ray of light found its way to my mind, knots untied. You better believe it. Last tugboat to part the water, and I'm diving for it. A little spiral inside saying fly, baby, how can I ignore it? Child, I have walked on the glass that you broke, while I stayed and I prayed on my knees in hope. I swallowed my breath and I choked, holding on to the rope. I gotta let go. Hey, you better believe it. You better believe it. A ray of light found its way to my mind, knots untied. You better believe it. Hey. I'm gone, gone, gone. You better believe it. You better believe it. A ray of light found its way to my mind, knots untied. You heard me right. You better believe it. You better believe it. A ray of light found its way to my mind, knots untied. You better believe it. I say a ray of light found its way to my mind, knots untied. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe.
You better believe it. Vintage Trouble. Look them up, yeah? It's well worth it. They've got a couple of albums out on there now. Now, talking about smooth, David Coverdale up next with White Snake. It does make me laugh when I read back some of these albums and song titles. I mean, I don't know why this one makes me laugh so much, but the album's called Slide It In, and the track is called Spit It Out.
Spit it out.
I never knew what a kiss could mean till the first time I kissed you. You took my love in the palm of your hand and showed me what a woman could do. Your sweet caress and tenderness can take the pain away. The things that you do make a queen out of you, make me a king for a day.
Maybe we should make a bit of a smooth session sometimes, you know. Vintage Trouble, Whitesnake, Led Zeppelin. I suppose not so much Led Zeppelin, but Robert Plant has got a fantastic voice. Another real great voice. I mean, he played a lot with it with effects when he was back on the stage. One of the back in the kind of in this era, they were using two microphones taped together. You might have seen it, especially Roger Daltrey was the same in the U. They used to tape the mics together so they could put vocal effects through on one mic and have a straight mic on the other. Wet and a dry mic is what it's called in the business. That's why you see them swinging them around like madmen on the stage. Here's Whole Lot of Love. Led Zeppelin, another great band, off the Led Zeppelin album that was actually released in 2007. Yeah, now this is a remastered album. It's worth looking it up. It's called Mothership. Got all the greats on there, all remastered, so they're just that little bit cleaner. Thank you, Robert and the boys there with Led Zeppelin. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I know that the show is going out now to a wide audience. It's very, very good to see how big the show is growing. I'd like to say thank you to everybody for listening. Thank you to everybody who rides with us, all of our customers at Easy Rider. If you would like to rent and ride and get away from everything, the rat race that we all live in, then get yourself on a plane. We're 4 hours away from most places. EasyRiderTenerife.com. Bring your bike license with you. That's all you're going to need. We've got everything else. We will take you on an unforgettable, unbelievable experience. Until then, here's one of my favourite Lynyrd Skynyrd tracks, Simple Life. Take a listen to the lyrics, because this is what it's all about.
Trade all those memories for one more day, how it used to be. I like the simple life. I want to get up Sunday morning and go fishing with my boy. Watch the sunset kick back in my yard. Take my Harley on a real long, lazy Sunday drive. And do a little more nothing once in a while. Yeah, maybe kick my feet up, watch an old